Shite. Hey, going live while topping up my drink. Making weird noises. Mayhap, mayhap, mayhap. Greetings, one and all. What day of the week is it? It's Wednesday? Hump day? All right, anyway, phone out of my pocket. This has been, just going to adjust my camera a little bit. This has been, no, that's probably too much, but fuck it. This has been a bad week for me in as much as remembering the day of the week. It's not been a bad week for me. God, that's probably sounded too portentous. It has not been a bad week for me at all. But I have had trouble this week remembering what day of the week it is. I love the delay between Facebook and YouTube going like, yeah. There's always a weird thing with them being able to sing. And just another adjustment to my camera. That's a bit better. I'm going to leave it like that. Stop fussing over it. Yes. The other night I thought it was Monday and it was Tuesday. But earlier tonight I was quite sure it was Thursday. It's only Wednesday. I'm so fucking confused. Hey, Fox of Fate. How's it going? Suffice to say, I've said many times, in this weird fucking world of ours at the moment, there are only 3 days of the week. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And even that gets confusing, in all honesty. It's just the endless now. Yes. Getting to end up hump day. And oh, man, I had a day at work. I mean, I got stuff done. I did actually... yes, I'm on Twitch too, Luke, because the StreamYard platform expanded what I could do with the service I had. I could stream to 2 platforms. Now I can see 3. Stream to 3, I should say. So why the heck not? I don't think anyone watches me on Twitch. One day they might. Who knows? Yes, Music Avita. The bells are ringing. It's curfew time. Get off the streets. The government police will come around demanding your papers. Oh, man, how did I go so long without being into blood orange juice? I just decided blood orange juice is the tits. I really like it. Yeah, musically better. Went to Officeworks to stack up on paper. Next visit, September 14. Yep. Hey, Invisible Chicken. Folks, bring out your dead. Yeah, no, that's there's a bit of that happening. Much more in other parts of the world, but yeah. Hey, Locust Trooper, how's it going? You're in the sky. Well, I'm impressed. I'm not sure exactly what you're doing in the sky, but I'm impressed nevertheless. So it's all good. You're in the sky. I'm in the kitchen. And yeah, I think you see my drink small. Yeah. My drinks cart is full. That's what I was going to do. I was going to make a clarified whiskey. Maybe I should do a clarified whiskey sour with chocolate milk, because chocolate with whiskey actually goes really well. Up in the sky. Yes, it's a bit of a thing. I found myself thinking things like, my hair's getting too long. I won't be able to just do this sort of brush back thing I do. It'll be too long. I'm going to have a different hairstyle, which I'm sure will freak everyone out. Just a more conventional one, I guess, comb across, side part, that sort of thing. Or brush it straight down, like with a Dumb and Dumber fringe, something like that. I don't know. I don't know, but given that it'll probably be at least 2 more months before I get a haircut, I'm going to have to do something, because the hair's going to get too long. I'm going to look like a goddamn hippie. It's already looking like a hippie for my tastes. Now, it's not that long, but it's getting there. About in the next month, I would normally get a haircut. But yeah, now having to wait 2 months or more. Who knows? Musical Aviator, excited about a new flight sim coming in 2 weeks. Excellent. That's good for you and your flighting hobby. It's good to have something like that to look forward to. I have not been doing any gaming for a little while. I did play Far Cry 5 and the extension, Far Cry New Dawn. But I finished that like a month ago or something. And the pack had Far Cry 3 in it. I played a couple of things. It was doing this weird thing that was giving me the shits where it wouldn't save it. So it was always sending me back to the start. So I was really annoyed. And so I haven't gone back to it for a while. But a lot of people say Far Cry 3 is quite a good game. So I might go back to it at some point. There's a whole bunch, and that's just on my PC. There's a whole bunch of PS4 games here in the house that I, quite keen to play, just haven't got around to doing it. Because, I've been lucky enough to be working, and I'm still working and getting paid quite well. Although they do want me to stop contracting and take a fixed-term employment agreement, which would, A, mean much less money, but B, mean stability, and C, mean getting sick pay and holiday pay, which you don't get as a contractor. So, hey, Gecko, how's everything going in your part of the world? Visible Chicken got your mum into gaming. I got Mrs. Angry into gaming. Like, she just saw, I think it was Breath of the Wild that got her into gaming. No, she's been playing heaps of games. She's been gaming way more than me for the last 6 months on the PS4. And Musical Activity, glad it comes out before lockdown ends. Can do some streams with it. And then do some actual travel when lockdown ends. Oh, yeah, Luke, I did see, so Isaac Butterfield thinks he's edgy for doing some shit joke about the people who were massacred in the mosque in New Zealand. He wants to be Mr. Edgelord. That's his business. If everyone else wants to regard him as a contemptible piece of shit, that's their business. Lucas, if you want to, what? You want to do manscaping? I've been getting non-stop fucking ads for manscaping on YouTube and Facebook. It's wild. It's like, no, I'm old. I don't do that. That's a young person thing. Hey, Kirsten, hello. And yes, Gecko, Terry Crews is into gaming. Yes, I have seen that. This thing. Oh, Kirsten, you're here now. I can safely, I was waiting for you to get here to open the Fortis. Look, it's an unboxing video. It's a neat box, isn't it? From Starward. From Starward Distillery, just down the road in Port Melbourne. So I'm going, as you can maybe tell by the way I'm dressed. Oh, there's a mysterious stranger coming into the kitchen. Mysterious figure going to the fridge. It's okay. Yes, I'm doing a special alcohol unboxing. Yes. So, unbox this. Yeah, well, let's say, Kirsten, we were relying on Australia Post, and they've been a bit up and down. Stuff I've had delivered by Australia Post, it's ranged from a couple of days, which is what this took, to, 2 weeks. Okay, unboxing. Oh, there's a note. What does it say? It's the shipping packing slip. 1 bottle of Fortis. And, that's cute. Thank you. I suspect Kirsten might have put this in here. A little bottle of the Starward Nova so I can taste it. Starward single malt. And, one of these funky bottle protectors in here. All right, I love these things. I'm going to do an experiment with them at one point. All right, so that's the bottle. Wait, there's something else in here. A Starward card. Hi, Angry. Thanks for supporting Australian business. Can't to see what you do with this on the channel. Cheers, the Starward team. Yes. Little thing Starward. And I'm going to make probably, that's why I've got my video making clothes on, because I'm going to make a couple drinks and videos. Okay, so. There we go. Ooh, there's another treat. All right, it's hiding in here. Oh, cool. Badges, gotta love badges. Obviously, a Starward whiskey, elementally matured. See if you can. Probably can't see any detail on that, but it's a really cool badge. It's very nice. All right, so. Oh, you know what I reckon I should do first? Matured in American oak red wine barrels. This is a 50% alcohol, higher proof whiskey, and the Nova is 41%. Little sample, which is cute. Oh, dude, Locust Room, I'm not scared of Isaac Butterfield. He's a piece of shit. Oh, yes. That's a good idea. Put it on my lapel. See if anyone notices it on YouTube. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Got my little Starward badge. Looking good. Thinking what to do is a side-by-side tasting. Now I've got 3 Starwards. Taste them side by side. For fun. All right, gotta unseal the bottle. Right. And now, for the very first time, opening it up. Nice little pop. Ooh, that smells good. I don't know if it's the power of suggestion, but I feel like I can smell the wine aromas on this. Was matured in American oak red wine barrels. First thing I got was like a caramel thing, which is not that uncommon with whiskeys, but yeah, I feel like I can really get a wine aroma off that. Should be dignified and pour it into a little shot glass to taste it. My rocket shot glass. Or mayhap, I get one of my skull shot glasses. Actually, this is a cool glass. This is a cool taster. I'll do it in this one. Because then you'll see the color. So. Very nice amber. God, I just have this nightmare of knocking the bottle over and spilling it everywhere. Be the sort of thing I'd do. Right, safely corked. So. Oh, yeah, so no. Dignified. That's the on when I shoot the videos, I only shoot from here up. That's why I can't be bothered tucking the shirt in. And I know you all get to see me when I move around, but the YouTube videos, they don't. This is a YouTube video. What am I talking about? Anyway. Ooh, that's warm going down. Oh, it's got little spicy notes. Ooh, thoroughly warming on a winter's evening. Mm. Mm. Ooh, I think this is going to do very well with like I'm not a huge whiskey head myself, but I think the serious whiskey people are gonna like it. Mm. Mm. I mean, the taste to me is mostly it's got some quite spicy notes. Fortis, Latin for strong, fully matured in 100% American oak red wine barrels. I keep saying oak red, 100% American oak red wine barrels. That's the way to say it. Predominantly sourced from Barossa Valley wineries. Single malt whiskey is full bodied, flavour forward, maintains an intense wine and ripe, fresh fruit flavours extracted from the barrel staves. Finishes long and captures the palate with flavours of ripe figs, vanilla, toasted oak, and raisins. It does have that sweetness in it. And I feel like, yeah, I mean, it is the big cliche uh, uh, of, oak notes in these, but it really does have them. Sorry, so as well, becoming permanent doesn't give you job security. No, of course not. Yeah, do a restructure and change job titles. Had more job titles in the last 2 years than the rest of 15-year working career. Yeah, right. Fox, I think it is worth it because I get to make special drinks with it. Now, I think real hardcore whiskey people might be upset at me wanting to make cocktails with this, but I don't care because that's why I got it. Something that's I think I'd use this for like stirred down drinks. Like I'm going to make a boulevardier with this, and I'd maybe use the twofold, the other Starward whiskey I have over there, as for things like whiskey sours. Yeah. Kirsten, do you remember because the other one I want to make with this is maybe an old fashioned with the addition of Mac. And on the live stream, Henry said that was basically a something. So apparently, an old fashioned with a nut liqueur has a name. So, and I can't remember what it was. Like, there's a traditional name for a drink that's basically a whiskey old fashioned with a nut liqueur in it. Like, Stripper, what is Friendly Geordie Kiss Hub? Isaac Butterfield's ask. You would have to ask him that. Yeah, this is not something I'm going to venture an opinion on. I don't know how other people's minds work. It's a mug's game trying to work out what motivates people to do particular things. So, yeah, I recommend not going there. I'm just getting obsessed with pulling this little foil stuff off. So it's a nice bottle. You see the stars printed onto the bottle. Single malt Australian whiskey. I have to have a little taste of the Nova, seeing I got a sampler of Nova. Kirsten, you had job title changed 3 times in 2 years, but no, not your responsibilities. Last time they made a big fuss, I sat there saying, is there more money in it for me? I said, no, so you left. That's it, Rusty Nail. Okay, saying that's a Rusty Nail. And then we came up with the name, making it with Mac. It was like a dirty Mac or something, or was it a Rusty Mac? Now, I'm just comparing the aromas of the Fortis and the Nova, which are both single malt whiskies. The Fortis has a richer aroma, definitely, bit deeper. And it's definitely a rich aroma. This is a bit sharper. What does it taste like? Oh, it's a bit sharper on the palate too. God, there are nice flavors in there. It's also matured in red wine barrels. I think this a bit lighter, maybe a bit sharper in its flavors. Whereas this one has got sort of richer flavors. Fox, it's an old-fashioned variation with Fernet Branca in it. A couple other things, Fernet Branca and whiskey. I'm sure I could look at that. I've got some Fernet Branca. So, Kirsten, capsules are a pain to put on. Is that this that I was fiddling with and pulling off? I like it because I'm sure it's not lead, but it reminds me of the consistency of lead. It's like heavy. Well, it's not really heavy, but it's got it's metal and it's bendy. It's tougher than that's it. A rusty Mac, right? I reckon with this little beauty, I'm gonna make an all Australian Boulevardier, which I'm gonna call a walkabout. What's your traditional recipe for a Boulevardier? I'll look at liquor.com and Difford's. I say bourbon or rye, Campari, vermouth. I'll probably use the last of the special vermouth I got from Applewood, in fact. Difford's 45 mils, 30-30. Yep. Okay, so everyone agrees. Oof. Am I game to put a full 30 mils of Okar in there? I don't know. Ooh, open up the stream. I'm up for that, Fox, I guess. And hello, Annette, as well, with the ugh. Let me see the invite. All right. Oh, I see. The different barrels. Nova's a mix of French and American oak. There you go. So there's a little link for anyone who wants to join. And it had a stressy day and need gin. I had a pretty intense day, and I've got whiskey. Fox of Fate. Hey, Fox, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. I'm just planning my full-on indulgences with the new whiskey.
Okay. Check the private chat for the broadcast, and you'll see the site I was looking at.
Let me have a look. Ah, there you go. Old-fashioned variations.
Yep. The bartender is the one I was talking about.
Okay, let me...
scroll down.
Yeah, let me have a look at that. So, website called Bevy. 7 classic old-fashioned variations.
Yeah, so I'm like, that would be interesting, but...
Yeah.
And I knew you had Fernet Branca because it was behind you. I could see it. Beside the Mac.
What's it? So the agave tequila, if that makes sense, and agave nectar. Yes. Okay. So the bartender
Yep.
uses a bit of Fernet Branca. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
sugar cube and
Yeah.
lemon twist, but it's the Fernet and it says
Yeah.
bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Let's
mean,
not
you
people over terminology.
yeah, I am particularly in America. Bourbon or rye are popular with old fashions,
Yeah.
but in any whiskey you like, Scotch makes a good old fashioned. I've made old fashioned with the Starward twofold, and it's great. I'm also intrigued by their absinthe old fashioned. So, what's the actual ratios in a bartender? Is okay, yeah, 2 ounces bourbon. Oh, yeah, just quarter of an ounce of Fernet Branca. Fernet Branca is pretty full on. And then sugar and bitters. So that's an old fashioned with a quarter ounce of Fernet Branca, which would give it a very interesting character, I think.
Yeah.
It's an absinthe old fashioned. Oh, is actually an absinthe based drink. Because that's the thing. I've said this before. An old fashioned is the original cocktail. People used to ask for a cocktail. That just meant a spirit, sugar, and bitters. That was and it might have been rum, it might have been brandy, it might have been whiskey. More recently, it's come to refer to a whiskey, old fashioned. But traditionally, it was any spirit. So you'd make one with absinthe, I guess. That's where 1.5 ounces of absinthe, 1 ounce of simple syrup, half an ounce of elderflower, and some bitters. That would be a pretty intense drink, quite honestly. Ooh, Kelly, hello.
Hello.
Let me do this, put it so we can sass all. There we go. Right. So, yes. So, if I look up, what's that? A rusty. What are the people say about a rusty nail cocktail?
Make sure to specify cocktail, otherwise.
Exactly. Yes. That's going to get into dodgy territory. Okay, rusty nail. What do people say is a rusty nail?
Yes, Luke. Foxes are good.
Drambuie. That's interesting. Scotch and Drambuie. So, Luke likes your name, Fox. There we go. Oh, a little fennec fox. Nice.
Yep.
Oh, cute.
We have a zoo in our town, and they have fennecs, and decided to get it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You probably can't see, but I've got a little dinosaur in my hair.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Dinosaur hair. That's the wave of the future.
Oh, yeah, indeed. Or bunny hair. I've also got a little bunny as well, but not wearing it at the moment.
Excellent. Excellent. So, where are we? I was sorry. I was looking up something in the chat. Yeah, Rusty Mac. Okay, cool. Sorry. So yes. So I'm going to make a couple of drinks. Yes. So I'm so looking forward to this. Doing a showcase of this one. Just got to decide if I'm brave enough. I want to make a Boulevardier, which normally has like an ounce of Campari. And I can't really stand Campari, but I've got my local substitute is just as bitter as Campari. It's a Okar Amaro, and it's really intense. I don't know if I'm game to put a whole ounce, a whole 30 mils in.
Yeah, that might be a bit much.
Yeah, I know. It makes me a wuss because people who are into it are like, yeah. But also, I was listening to Henry on the Applewood stream, and he was saying he thinks that Okar is even better with something strong like a whiskey. So, like, you can put it in a Negroni, and he feels like it overpowers it a bit because, all it's up against is gin and vermouth. But if you put it in something like a Boulevardier that's got something stronger, and this is a stronger, punchier whiskey as well, might help. I might wuss out and do half an ounce of the Okar and then half an ounce of their other one, the Okar Gold, which is much milder, and just admit to being a wuss because it's too bitter for me. So, and Annette, do you want a real fennec fox or a plush fennec fox, or both?
Why not both?
Yeah, we're having this. I was having this conversation with Mrs. Angry the other day. We're talking about evidence that foxes are getting so urbanized they're bordering on domesticated in some areas. That's changing their behavior, and apparently the study shows changing the size of their brain or something. And said, people end up with foxes as pets, and they're very cute animals, definitely. And as I instantly went, I want a fennec fox as a pet, definitely. Or a Pallas's cat. Has anyone ever seen the videos of that Russian wild cat, Pallas's cat?
No, I haven't seen that one. Although, have
that-
you seen the post about how it was this thing about this wild cat that, well, it was basically a wild cat in captivity.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is how cats basically domesticated themselves. Because I don't remember if it was like a tiger or something. They left their cubs with one of the people.
Right.
Because they trusted them to look after them.
Okay.
It was like, yeah, here's my babies. You look after them. I'm going to go and get food.
Wow. Yeah.
So, yeah, how they domesticated themselves.
Start to trust people. I always get weirded out when you see all those videos of someone who raised a tiger or a lion or a puma, and it like looks them like a big oversized kitty and hugs them and stuff. And I was going, that's all well and good, but it would only have to go wrong for a second to you just get fucked up so badly.
Indeed.
Like that happened to one of Roy and Siegfried, the guys who'd been doing the tiger show in Vegas for decades. After doing it with no hassle for decades, one night, one of the tigers attacked and nearly killed one of the guys.
Didn't The Simpsons do a spoof on that?
Yes, many years before it actually happened. Yeah.
Yeah, The Simpsons predict the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what they say.
Yes. But yes, Siegfried and Roy, what a couple of weirdos. And the one who got mauled is dead now. He didn't die from the mauling, but I think the mauling did really badly affect his health. And they're not young. Like, I think, they're in the 70s. Now I feel compelled to look it up. Every time I sort of vaguely say something, now I want to look up.
No, I've got to look it up too.
Siegfried and Roy. Because I reckon they must have been be 70s now. Okay.
One of them's died this year, and he died in.
Yeah.
He died at the age of 80.
Yes. So he was
75.
Roy was born in 44, so that made him 76. But Siegfried was born in 39, so he's 81 now. So yeah.
One of them died at 75 this year.
Yeah, and he was the one. I'm pretty sure he's the one who got mauled, and that was a couple years ago. And I think he had a lot of chronic health problems after recovering from the mauling.
I mean, you would.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, the 2003 tiger attack. I'm just going to read through it quickly to see what I can find. Who got attacked by it?
Svans has a Finnish Laphund, very fox-like, especially when he steals socks and leaves them in the garden. Finnish.
Yeah, it was Roy that got attacked, and he's the one who died at 75.
Yeah. I read a real, like an expose. Disgruntled former employee of theirs, who basically said all the stories were, it's inexplicable. They'd done it for decades, and this happened. It was not inexplicable. The whole thing was a shit show. It was so badly managed. They took so many risks, it was bound to happen. Basically, with the verdict. Hello, Kirsten.
Hello.
Hello.
brought to you by the fact that my husband has gone to watch the sports on the other TV.
Ah, excellent.
Yay.
Go sports ball.
That's exactly my response to the sports ball.
Yeah.
Even if it's
my-
car racing, go sports ball.
Yeah.
Yes,
I actually like car racing, so
all sports
I don't-
is sports ball.
Yeah. The closest I
Yeah.
get to watching sports is wanting to see videos of cops fucking up people who say they're sovereign citizens and don't have to obey the laws. It's like, no, it's
That's pretty good.
don't do it.
The closest I get to watching sports is anime.
Yeah. Actually, Mrs. Angry and I went on a walk. We go on a walk she goes every day. Sometimes my work interferes with it. But this afternoon, we went for a walk. There's a park down the road. You know, it has one of those park gyms, which has been all closed off because of yon COVID. And just as we got there, this dickhead, I saw him. That guy's walking through the tape and stuff, blocking off the gym. And then he starts aggressively and quite stupidly using some of the gym equipment. And I went, he wants a fight. He wants a fight. He wants someone walking past to say, you can't do that. And he's going to start some shit. Like he obviously also was not wearing a mask. So no mask and going on the gym equipment, which was not allowed. So I just thought, nah, he wants to start a fight. And we did sort of this loop of the park, and he wasn't there when we came back. Because if he was there when we came back, I was going to give him an eyeball, and if he started anything, I was going, cool, fuck you, I'm calling the cops, you piece of shit. I'm going to snitch.
Snitches get my respect.
Yeah, in this context. It's like I said, I was just going on. The world today is really weird. It's like, going with the, siding with people saying all cops are bastards. Yeah, I also want to see him fuck up the conspiracy idiots who refuse to wear masks. And those two are weird. It's kind of like, when Donald Trump rags on the CIA or the FBI, and you have this impulse to go, that's so fucked up, you can't do that, that's a really cornerstone thing, how dare you criticize the CIA and their good work of overthrowing Democrat. Wait, what? Why am I shit talking the CIA? It's just because it's such a bucking of convention that I have this reflex to go, what the fuck is wrong with you? The CIA did great work overthrowing democratically elected governments.
Exactly.
Sorry. Yeah, the FBI have done great work for decades with entrenched racism. And, oh, shit, why am I defending them? Jesus. It just gets very strange. The world today is far too strange.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like agreeing with Trump. I'm like, wait, I don't like TikTok. Wait, TikTok is apparently the China spy control thing that's not great. And Trump is wanting to get rid of it. And I'm like,
Yeah, Trump's just trying for distractions there.
I know, but I'm like, it's occasionally, even though it's a distraction, it's like, maybe he has a point about that.
Yeah. Oh, it's the old.
I don't know that TikTok harvests any more data than Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or any of those other services which sell your data anyway. It's just a different government that's selling it.
No, you're absolutely
Yeah, that's
right.
the problem.
Yeah.
It's
But
not our people.
It's not our government.
I think there's an element, like it doesn't hurt us, but I think there's a very concerning element for youths in like Hong Kong and China. They would be being tracked because there's geo-tracking built into where you shoot the videos. So if they ever need to, they could very effectively track a huge number of young people with it. So as Stella says, broken watch, she's right. It's still not very good for telling the time, though. Even though it's technically right twice a day. Someone said, what about digital things? No, when a digital clock's broken, it flashes 12 o'clock. That's right twice a day as well. So.
Yeah, so it still works.
Oh, Zvan deleted Facebook. Well, more power to you, man. It's like I'm too weak to do it, but I applaud anyone who does.
I would,
Yeah,
but I've
I
got
can't
reasons
do
to
it.
not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab my camera and set up to make some drinkies.
Oh, I've started making mocktails.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What did you make?
Well, because you know how I have been getting the Liars stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. I got the Italian orange, the dark sugarcane, which is a rum sort of one, and a the American malt,
Oh, okay, cool.
which is a whiskey.
Is the bitter orange kind of like a Campari, like Amaro
Italian
kind
orange.
of Italian orange? Is it kind of like a Campari or Amaro kind of drink?
Probably.
Because with the whiskey and the rum, you could probably, and the Campari thing, you could probably make a few drinks similar to like
A Boulevardier.
Boulevardier.
You do a teetotal version of what I'm making.
Well, how would you substitute the vermouth? Is all.
Oh, grape juice. No.
Wrong flavor.
It's an approximation. So
Well, you can make your own vermouth, right, with
yes.
old wine.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you could take like a pomegranate juice, which is that more bitter tasting, sort of, and make an aromatized herbal
It's
mixture.
Yeah. It's only going to
that
be
could approximate vermouth.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe you do get some non-alcoholic drinks that are deliberately made to have that dry taste like wine. And if you actually made like a herbal infusion in one of them, you could come up with an approximation of a vermouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another interesting thing asked in one of the live stream that Kirsten and I are always in. We were talking about dehydrators the other night, and for making garnishes for cocktails, dehydrating sliced fruit and stuff. And then it got into how you can dehydrate liquids. You could put booze in a dehydrator and end up with just this powder in there, and of course all the alcohol would have burnt away because of the action of the dehydrator. So technically then you could have the powder would have like the aromas and flavors of the booze that was in it. They were talking about using it to rim glasses. I thought that would be a thing if you're doing a non-alcoholic drink.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
You could toy with dehydrated stuff.
Yeah.
So my like dehydrator is the tray one, and I couldn't figure out how to make dehydrated alcohol in that. I think the easiest way is probably the low and slow in the oven version.
Yeah. If you've got an oven, you need to be maintain a temperature. It's like 50, isn't it, that you need to be able to maintain to dehydrate in an oven? Too higher than that.
Someone said the keep warm setting is the optimal.
So it depends on your stove. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell you, do I have a keep warm setting?
Oh, it was a Campari. It is a Campari, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And my favorite at the moment is a drink. It's called Jungle Bird.
Oh, yes. So good.
Yeah.
Your rum substitute and your Campari substitute in that one.
Yep.
Nice. See, I swear to God, Kelly, if we weren't all locked down and shit. Actually, what city are you in, Kelly?
I'm in Queensland in the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah. No, because I'm just thinking it would be so much fun to do a side by side. I'm making an alcohol one, and you're making the non-alcohol one.
Yeah.
that would just be fun. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Oh, and I also tried a non-alcoholic, low alcohol slash low alcohol because bitters, old fashioned.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, bitters in
good.
non-alcoholic drinks is great.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't
So,
even
yeah, that
consider
was pretty
bitters to be
good.
alcoholic at all.
Yeah.
There's so little that,
Yeah.
might as well not consider it.
I'm collecting a series of notes from distillers saying thank you for buying. I've got my Broken Way thank you note, now my Starward thank you note. I've got a Marionette.
That thank you note was definitely handwritten by somebody.
Yes, it was.
Not naming names, Kirsten, but probably somebody.
It was most definitely me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it says angry rather than Andrew. That's how I knew it was you.
I mean, we don't know what
I
you
handed it to the.
put it on.
So I didn't actually physically pack your thing. I just taped it up and stuck the shipping label on.
Okay.
And I handed it to the guy. I was like, who was helping me pack, and I was like, "Can you put this one in that box there?" And he's like, "The person's name is Angry." I was like, "Don't ask questions. Just put it in the box."
Maybe that's his name.
And I remember I've showed this one on the stream before. I don't know if you can read Virus of Mass Destruction. It's some crazy.
That name's probably not aged well.
WMD lies, now coronavirus lies, government conspiracy scam again. There's a picture of some old dude wearing a mask, but he's cut the mask out.
Oh.
So because he's a protester.
He's an idiot.
Crazy people. But this is what I was looking for. I've got to remember this. I'm going to use like the last of this to make a Boulevardier, the sweet vermouth from Oka.
They've released that. You can
Have
buy
they?
it now. Yeah.
Is it on their website?
I think so.
Because okay. See, that would be my excuse to actually buy several things if they had that. Because I always said I'd buy that if that came out.
Yeah, and I know you don't like coffee, but their Carter's coffee liqueur is really good for people who do like coffee.
Yes.
And we bought the limoncello the other day, but I need an Okar Gold. You sold me on the Okar Gold.
Okar Gold is good. See, I reckon. Okay, so what have they got? Gin, coral, navy, coffee. Okar Gold, bitter. No, it's not on. Oh, unless it's on the Unico site. They have a separate.
I think it's
site?
on Unico Zello because it's
No,
Unico Yuzu, right?
Yes. Do I have to order from two different people?
Yes, the 5G crazies.
Yes. Okay.
They also say that 5G is causing corona. It's like,
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, but it's in New Zealand, and they've basically got one of the lowest rates in the world.
It's almost like listening to what the government tells you in this case is, a good thing and something you should do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I couldn't find it. Unico Zello is on the bloody Unico Uzo is on. Oh, okay, I got to get that. But see, now, do I have to get two separate orders and pay shipping twice? It's coming from the same bloody place.
Yes.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I had to do that once on something, and then I worked out how to actually order it through, without having to order it twice.
I might just email them. They're nice people.
Yeah, I was going to say that might be the answer.
Yeah, I'll just email them and say, look, surely this is coming from the same place. I want to get the Unico Zello and see, because if I can organize that, I'm going to go kind of nuts because I definitely want to try the coral gin.
Well, here's the thing. We've been consuming so much content from them. I actually feel sort of like I need to buy some stuff off them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you, by being nice and giving you stuff.
That is actually probably their tactic. Like, we give them something, they'll feel obliged. It's the sunken cost fallacy, although it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that what China is doing with the seeds?
Who knows?
Yeah, I'm unsure about that one.
No, I've seen that
they're
one.
They're sending people out bags of seeds in America, just random people.
Oh, that's funny. I like that.
Yeah,
That
it
is
is really
weird.
funny. It was on all the late night shows and stuff.
It's basically, people will end up playing the seeds and giving good reviews. It's basically them just padding reviews for that company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry, just noticing in the chat, Stella saying she had a friend that does Bowen therapy for pets, and she has all these alternative people who come as clients, and one of them's just gone full Trump lizard people conspiracy crazy. And this is people who, prior to the getting into the crazy, would have regarded themselves as hippies and progressive, and some switch in their brain flips, and they just go for this absolute crazed conspiracy stuff. Wow. I'd be okay, Stella, tell this person who thinks the lizards are trying to evolve us into lizards with the virus. I'm actually okay with that. I will I will evolve.
I bow down to the lizard overlords.
All hail our new lizard rulers.
Yeah, just in summer, just like I want to be a lizard lying on a hot rock and not wanting any. You know the way lizards lie on hot rocks and they're just like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, but then you get
angry.
Should
I buy?
Yeah.
Just the core pack, Navy, Coral, and the Applewood gin. Because I want the Navy gin and the Coral gin, at which point I may as well just buy the core pack.
May as well.
Do it.
You are getting a decent disc. If you are getting at least two of them, you're getting a decent discount on the third one.
I know.
And I mean, that's yeah. I mean, I was thinking of getting the Coral gin and the Unicello because I have a pretty ordinary limoncello in my that's mostly gone. I think theirs would be better. Yeah, see, Stella's
I
okay
like
with
this limoncello as well. The Manly Spirits.
Oh yes, yeah,
it's really good.
You remember I was asking you about that rum today? And rum's the one thing you're not into. Because I was looking at
rum is one of the things I'm not into. Yeah. I don't drink beer either.
Beer doesn't count. Beer, we're just talking spirits. Beer's not real. Beer's not real.
A joke I heard about American beer. Why is American beer like having sex in a canoe?
Because it's bloody close to water.
Fucking close to water.
Fucking close to water, yeah.
Exactly.
I think I heard the Monty Python guys tell that one. I'm not sure.
I've never watched Monty Python, so it wouldn't have been from them, but I've definitely heard it.
Oh, no, but what I mean is, it's
they've probably seen it.
A popular slam of American beer for quite a while.
Yeah. Although I tell my American friends that and they laugh and some of them say, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like even Australian beer is not that strong, but it's noticeably stronger than American beer. So Americans will come here and get fucked up.
Although, to be fair, 7% is still stronger than 3%.
Yeah.
It's not like the numbers aren't much, but...
Yeah. God help them if they go to the UK. They get fucked up. So I'll just have a pint, and they don't know the pint is like 10% alcohol. And so it's instantly the equivalent of them drinking a 6-pack of their beer back home, and they have one pint and fall over and can't work out why.
It'd be like Merry and Pippin in Lord of the Rings. What is that? This, my friends, is a pint. It comes in pints. I'm getting one.
Yes. The prancing Tony.
You've had a whole half already.
Stella has the great memory. It was in Monty Python Live at the Hollywood Bowl. I think that's where I saw it too. Stella just has a better memory than me.
Or she saw it recently.
Yeah. Okay, Kirsten, I need you to pass judgment on me. Am I being too big a wuss when I want to make a boulevardier? I don't want to make it with just the Okara Amaro because I find it too strong. I was going to split it between That and
I reckon 20 mils of the Oka
Yeah.
Amaro
yeah.
is fine. Like, just knock it back that 10 mils and you're
Yeah.
golden.
Yeah, because that was the interesting thing that Henry said on the live stream. He said you put it with something that's got a bit more punch, and it
It's
keeps
had
it.
oak content.
Yeah.
Oak contact. So an aged thing, a sherry or a whiskey.
Yeah,
And he reckons it's great. And Henry hasn't steered us wrong yet.
he hasn't. Although he loves his bloody bitter stuff, and
He
I'm-
does do straight shots of it at
Yeah.
my bidding.
Yes, Kirsten is the evil overlord of you must do shots because you said a word.
I legitimately have it got out of hand, and myself and, funnily enough, Peter
Yeah,
put together the list in a Google Doc.
Oh god.
So that I open the Google Doc when I open the stream, and it's sitting on the other page, and I'm flipping between the two.
and you're keeping an eye on it. Nice.
Well, that's
That's
why
right.
I was like, because they were skirting really close to a couple of the words today.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to.
So
defend-
Sasha and I obviously work together.
Yes.
So I was trying to get him to say words.
Oh dear.
It,
He wasn't
they're
playing
getting
with me.
close to it. Sounds like trying to avoid it. They get punished.
Yeah.
I was even defending Henry the other day when he said umami, and he wasn't
No,
saying it
umami
right.
was definitely.
I know it's on the
on the
list.
I don't make the rules about what goes on the list. That's the general consensus. The chat decides. And umami was decided by the chat.
But yeah, he wasn't using it in a wanky descriptive way. He was
No.
literally using it the way it's meant to be used.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a bit well.
Like,
Obviously,
viscosity is also a word that should be used in the right context, but we're still going to punish him for that.
yeah, that's fair. That's right. Stella remembers the fucking close to water jokes. The Bruces, professors from the University of Woolloomooloo, and they're the ones who did the fucking close to water joke. There was a weird obsession the Pythons had at some point for Australian professors. They had a couple of sketches. The philosophy song's the most famous one, but it's not the only one. They had a couple of sketches where it was professors from Australian universities, and very weird. There's something about the 70s. There's something about the 70s and all the Australians who were going to England, I guess. I don't know. All right, so I think just for volume, I am going to dial back the Okar Amaru.
Now, do a good job, because I'm definitely sending this to my head of marketing once you've
Yeah.
put it up on the internet.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do 2 videos. I'll put one up on Thursday night or Friday morning, and I'll put the other one up on Saturday, just to pace them out. I think I might, I'll dial this back, but I'll keep the volume and I'll put some Okar Gold in. Right.
Oh, by the way, Fox, I think I have that same jumper. Yep.
Okay.
Tacos.
It's actually my partner's hoodie. I borrow it.
It's great.
There you
I
go.
love it.
Right. So,
Addressing one.
Boulevardier is just the whiskey, the bitter, and the vermouth. Oh, and I've got an orange to do again. This is how professional I am. I even got an orange to do a garnish. Went to the supermarket.
We got oranges so that we can make whiskey sour.
Oh, yes. Or an old fashioned with an orange peel is so good.
Very good.
Ooh, he's doing garnishes, aren't we? Fancy.
Yeah, and I'm doing garnishes for mocktails.
Yeah,
Oh, very fancy.
very,
Garnish
very
whatever
fancy.
you like.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, but
I either don't be pressured to garnish, which I almost never do, but if you want to do it, go to town. So I've got the sweet vermouth, I've got that, I've actually got everything I need. Right, I just need my jigger. And
You said jigger.
I did say jigger.
Is that one of the words that's banned in the other
No, it's not. Do you want to know the words?
Yes. So tell everyone the wanky words you're not allowed to say.
I think we've heard a few of them, but yeah.
You know, umami is one of them.
Vegetal, gardenial, herbaceous, umami, viscosity, tannicness, cloying, unctuous, gargantuan, mineralistic or minerality, either or, zeitgeist, nuanced, articulatory, florality, opulent, informs the palate, juxtaposition, dewiness, vivacious, and pepper adjacent. Those are added today.
One day, he's going to say all of them just to mess with you.
I reckon the last time he does the show, I'll send him all the words and see how many he can get in and how many shots we have to do.
Or he'll just say them like that.
Yeah.
Or Kerry, who's, I think, like their customer service manager. So she's also in the chat. And she wants the words so that they can make a supercut of all of the times he says the word.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'll give it up at the end of the stream.
which is one of those things that's stretching on into forever.
It really, like, I swear he thought this was going to be 2 weeks worth of stuff, and it's now 4 months. My husband very depressingly said, by the 13th of September, we will have been in ISO for 6 months.
Yep.
Because we went into isolation on the 10th of March.
Yep. It's a thing. We're just
my grandparents just had their 60th wedding anniversary yesterday. So, because they're in Victoria, we obviously didn't get to see them.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Because
being separated from parents and stuff is just sucks.
Yeah.
My grandmother's quite unwell in Western Australia, so there's no going home for me.
My mum's in Queensland, and Queensland is now considering closing the borders.
Yeah.
Where are you, Fox?
New South Wales.
Do you need to go above the border before they close them?
No, I'm going to stay here. I'm in isolation. I have asthma, so I'm asthmatic. My partner's asthmatic. Her mum, who is asthmatic, and her parents are both over 60, and all four of us live in the house together. Our house is an entire, I keep forgetting the word, heightened risk factor, I guess.
You're all an increased risk factor.
Yep.
Oh,
so it's just food delivery for you guys and nothing else?
No, only 2 of us will go shopping now.
Okay.
And it'll be my partner's mum and either me or her.
Yeah.
Less than the amount of people who have to come back. And we have masks. I bought them last week.
Awesome. Good. Now we can only go one to a household shopping.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And my husband, who absolutely abhors food shopping, is like, all yours.
Nope.
God damn it.
Of course he sends the woman to do the gathering.
It's okay. I literally, I food shop and clean the toilet, and that's my entire, adult responsibility.
Oh, and he does everything else?
Yeah. What else are husbands for?
There's a list of things I can say, but none of them are safe for work.
No. Cooking, cleaning, washing, ironing, etc.
Yeah, it's the etc.
Exactly. That's why I have a husband. I don't understand why everybody makes a fuss and seems to think that they require care and feeding. No. You teach them early to do it the way you like it, and then you let them do it.
All right. I think I might as well just put ice in my stirring glass, actually.
Yes. Yeah, only one person per household. once a day. And I'm like, who wants to go to the shops that much?
Yeah.
But my new favourite innovation, which I hope they never, ever take away, is that you can shop online and get a click and collect where you drive into the car park and you ring a mobile phone number and say, I'm in car bay 3, and they come and load it into your boot. You don't speak to anybody, and they walk away, and then you drive out.
Oh, yeah, like Dan Murphy's.
Which shopping centre
genius.
does this?
And I want this. My shopping centre in South Melbourne, which is bougie as fuck.
I mean, grocery store.
Also, Dan Murphy's does that.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dan Murphy does that. Yeah.
Dan Murphy's and Coles do that. Okay.
Yeah, I was asked and I was given an option.
Okay.
I don't drive, so I had to actually walk into the store.
Yeah.
Might have to look into that because Coles is where we go. And shops like Dan Murphy's.
So it's literally the click and collect option, and you just drive into the designated bay and ring a mobile phone number. It took us 10 minutes, and like 6 of those minutes were driving to and from the shop.
Oh, yeah, Dan Murphy's, you don't even have to ring the number. You just have to click on the link and say, I'm here, and then say either I'll be going into the store or take it out to the pickup zone.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make this first drink now, the Boulevardier Aussie style. So I'll switch my microphone off so I'm not distracting you all, because I'm just a super polite guy, basically.
And just speakers so we don't get heard.
Yeah.
Speakers are more important than the microphone.
Oh yes, I gotta get the right.
I redid my hair, and it's particularly neon on the stream, and I'm enjoying it a lot.
Oh, it's really cool.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm like,
so the speaker switched off.
Yeah, you can't tell because my hair is so dark, and and I've got very bad lighting. But my hair actually has a blue tinge to it.
Awesome.
Mine's like, I think it's brown. Yeah, it's brown.
Yeah.
I always say that pink is my natural hair color, and people, like 50% of the people get it, and 50% of the people are like, what, huh? And the 50% of the people who are, what, huh? I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah. No, I do a lot of role playing in a GTA roleplay server, and one of the characters I interact with regularly, like our characters are basically sisters. Pink is her natural is the other character's natural hair color, and for mine, it's purple because she has purple highlights technically.
Brilliant.
But
that's the thing, right?
Has all her hair dyed pink.
So the reason that I don't have pink all the way to the roots is that I don't want to have to redo it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Understandable.
So this like melt is like just a cheat's way of having to deal with it. Angry's like he's hitting us. Very excited. Should try and narrate what he. I am unsure what my upstairs neighbors are doing.
By the way, you know how we were talking about really like funny labels on alcohol?
Yeah.
I actually sent one to like Andrew a while back. Because after he asked me, he said to send it to him. And anyway, it was for a Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's pretty full on. I'd actually forgotten how funny it was. This wine is a careful blend of the leftover drugs that put Michael Jackson to sleep.
Yes.
Frank Farina over the limit, and made Jessica set sail just to get away from its lingering afterburn. The wine's powerful after effects were used to extinguish the Victorian bushfires, flood Victoria, and cause a Samoan tsunami. Its tranquilizing blend can keep Kevin on the ground without swearing, and you standing and yelling, "This is it, Australia!"
That's amazing.
Oh,
Which
you know,
one
right?
is this? I want to buy it.
Do you have the name of the wine?
Yeah, what is it? I must buy it.
I must buy it.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll just take a picture and.
Or just bring it over.
Mm.
Oh, it's on my bookcase.
Ah. Did you keep the bottle, or did you just keep like a picture of the bottle?
I just kept the labels.
Oh,
Ah, amazing.
okay.
It's the Round Brothers.
Oh, okay, that
Round
makes sense.
Brothers?
Brown.
Yes, the Round Brothers.
Yep, Brown Brothers. Oh, round.
No,
Okay.
Round Brothers.
That's basically
I
the same
feel-
label Brown
I
Brothers
feel like
uses.
that's a copyright
Let's see.
infringement of some sort.
Yes, especially the picture.
Let's see.
It looks suspiciously like Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, that looks suspiciously familiar to me. That's the only wine. It's the only wine brand my mum can actually drink, otherwise she has migraines. So
You know
of
what's
course,
really
it's the only
funny?
brand I drink.
That Google corrected Round Brothers wine to Brown Brothers.
Even Google doesn't know.
It's not the one I want.
Even Google's like, "Are you sure you meant this and not that imitation?"
Mm.
Yeah, and the picture is basically Colonel Sanders from
Yeah.
KFC.
They had to have got contacted both companies and said, "Hey, can we use this?"
$10 says they didn't, and they're just waiting for someone
Yeah,
to point it out.
we've already done it. Okay.
No, it's like, oops, we won't do that again. And if it's a limited edition, they weren't intending to anyway.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Let's see what happens if anyone calls them out, like other than us.
I wouldn't call them out. I love it.
No.
I want
Yeah.
one.
What was I going to do? I have my measuring thing here. Why am I going to just pour straight into the?
You
Why
had a
was I
jigger?
just- I had my measuring thing. I have my double-sided measuring thing.
It's called a jigger.
I know what it's called, but that's not what I'm going to say.
So on the stream that we watch, they recreate mahalo.com drinks, and the Mahalo thing, they never use a jigger at all, and so all the professional bartenders who go on Henry's stream look to like grab a jigger, and he's like, no, your jigger's no good here. It's pretty much an on like jiggers are for chumps, no jigger. And then you watch all these professional bartenders like free pour.
How well do they fail?
It's literally like a 50-50 hit on whether or not they get it right.
Yeah, which is not very good odds when you
No.
just use a jigger.
Well, see, the joke is that they're recreating these videos.
Mhm.
And in the recreation of the videos, they like are testing their skills as bartender, and some of them really embrace it, and some of them are like, this is fucking awful and I don't want to do this anymore. Like, this is not fun. This is not why I came on this stream.
Oh, Safa. Brown Brothers is close to your mum's home. Oh, she's lucky then. Assuming
Yeah.
she likes and drinks wine and likes that brand. It is a good brand, though. I'll give it that.
I used to work in sort of like a bougie pub, and everybody was like, I'll have a Brown Brothers Crucian Riesling, just a glass. And you're like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Okay, you just made this fancier than it should be. I mean, it is one of our better wine brands. It is one of the. It's our top wine brand, one of them. So I've heard. But
I'm a Penfolds girl.
well, considering I've
must.
barely had any other wine brand, even. Okay, the town I live in has its own winery and wine brand. I've only had its wine once, and I like it.
Yeah. Most like small wine companies make delicious wine because they're trying to make delicious wine. They're not trying to make consistent wine or commercial wine.
Yeah. Now I've got to look it up to give you guys the name.
Everybody goes to Brown Brothers so they don't go in. Safa says. Just down from where Brown Brothers is actually a distillery called Hurdle Creek Still.
Oh.
And here's one over. So these guys. And it's a tiny little tin shed, and they make a Geneva and this dark cacao and a few gins and liqueurs.
Yeah, the local one for us is Case Grain Wines. I'm going to put it in chat so everyone can see it. Cassie, I don't know.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good brand.
My boss used to work for Penfolds, and now he makes his own wine, but he's my boss. And
he's your boss, so you have to like it.
No, it's just really good. I was gifted some, so it's even better because it's free.
Oh, that's way better.
I like Fronty.
What's that? I don't really know wine.
It's a non-alcoholic wine.
Oh.
My favorite wine substitute is appetizer.
That's a good one.
Because it's bubbly and sweet. And that works really well.
The Fronty is very sweet as well. Yeah. It's also like $5 a bottle.
I like the appetizer when it's on special for like $2.50 a bottle.
How much do you get though?
I think it might be I don't know, 500 mils.
This is 750.
I was going to say 750, but 500 does sound correct too.
750.
And you can get it for $3.79 for 6, or $4.49 a bottle.
I wouldn't buy it at Dan Murphy's though. You buy it at Woolies
or Coles. It's
$3.20 a bottle.
They've stopped selling it as much in the supermarkets. Which is really annoying.
So I just saw Johnny wants to join us. You there, John?
Hello, Johnny.
Hello.
Johnny,
you can
I approve of your avatar.
You can answer Heine's question about what you were making.
Oh, no, I was making a cocktail, Heine. This rather beautifully coloured cocktail. An Australian version of a Boulevardier that
some tasting notes, please.
Tasting notes. This has in it whiskey, the brand new Starward Fortis high proof whiskey, a bitter, a standard Boulevardier is recommended Campari. This is an Australian equivalent called Okar Island Bitter.
Oh, it looks like you need to get another bottle of that, Angry.
I honestly probably won't because it's well, I run out of Okar Gold. I'm getting more Okar Gold. Absolutely. This one that I also put in there, Okar Gold is, if you see recipes and they say put yellow chartreuse in, and I don't have any yellow chartreuse in here. This is a really good substitute for that. It's basically light herbal liqueurs this can stand in for. Very good. So it's got whiskey, it's got bitter, and it's got sweet vermouth in it.
These two are another options.
Australian Amaros.
So Autonomy Australian Amaro and Imbroglio from Poor Tom's. It's the same people who make that Pina Colada gin.
But yeah, and tasting notes for it all together in the walkabout. The whiskey and the sweet vermouth have worked some kind of magic together, and just the fruit notes in both of them have blended. So the initial taste, it's just, you wouldn't have thought it with those contents, but it's just this really quite delightful, bright, fruity sort of taste. And then the tail end, you get the bitter coming in. So again, cocktails I like more than one taste as you drink them. The initial taste, it's like sweet and fruity, and I think that's just the whiskey and the vermouth working together, and then you get the little tail of bitterness. So there's real complexity in it. This is pretty good. I think I put the right amount of bitter in for me. Other people might like it more bitter.
Sounds all right.
No, it's really quite good.
SAFA, all alcohol websites have to have the age verification. One of my favorite activities is when I have time to pick the no button and see where the site reroutes me to.
You should expect to Google.
Responsible drinking page?
Nope. So some distilleries have absolutely amazing Easter eggs in it.
Now I want to do this. I'm going to go to all the distillery pages and do this.
Are you overeating? No.
Are we ready for some ASMR?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought it was a cork. It's a... hang on.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Love that sound. That's perfect sound.
Fox, you were making something. What did you make?
Pretty much I just mixed some of this. Agua de Bolivia, which everyone will know from because Angry uses it.
Yeah.
And vodka.
Ooh, nice.
Vodka.
That's my favorite brand by the Russian Standard. And just some ginger beer.
Nice.
Nice.
It's nothing fancy, but it exists.
Nice combo.
Yeah, that's it.
It is.
A cocktail that you like drinking is a great cocktail.
Exactly. Yep. Rum and Coke is a favorite of mine. It's a cocktail.
Well, it's a mixed drink.
It's a mixed drink.
Three ingredients in a cocktail.
Put some lime in it, then it's a cocktail.
Yeah, put a squeeze of lime in it. That would actually be
lemon
good.
Juice.
That would actually be a Cuba Libre.
I've gone for
I had a
simple one.
I was trying a Liar's Cuba Libre.
Yep. How
and
was
I
that?
also tried I tried it with and without the lime. It was pretty interesting. I preferred it with lime.
Yeah, I like cola with lime, even notwithstanding any alcohol taste. Cola with fresh lime is good.
I distinctly remember a lemon-flavored Coca-Cola.
Yeah, definitely. Pepsi have done
definitely
lemon Pepsi Max, lime Pepsi Max. Currently, mango Pepsi Max, which is honestly conceptually a bit weird.
Also remember cherry Coke.
I remember cherry Coke.
I actually enjoyed it. One of my friends from the US works in
Yeah, they had it and it was really good.
Mm.
But then I tried it again like later on, and I don't know if it's because it was imported, but it tasted really bad.
Yeah, it's still available in the US. So it was probably imported if done recently.
Yeah.
One of
it
my
was-
US friends actually, he works in a warehouse where they distribute things to convenience stores, and he's been able to get pallets of whatever he wants because he works there, and if they get more, they can that sort of stuff. Cherry vanilla Coke,
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
both of them mixed together, and I'm jealous and I want some.
Okay.
I've gone very simple as always, so I'm not really a cocktail person.
Mhm.
When I am, I go with the simple classics. So I have Mil Gin, MIL Gin.
Yeah.
And yeah, just having. Well, I'm having it straight at the moment, and going to have a G&T later.
Oh, nothing
I
wrong
saw
with
that
being
Mill
true.
Gin on Instagram. It's got an amazing label.
Yes, yes.
It's really cool. Where did
you
you
look
get
through
it?
the gin. Sorry.
Where did you get it? Tell me about it. Is it good?
Oh, I got it at Dan Murphy's. And
Where's
yeah,
it
so yeah,
from? Like product of?
Irish pot still gin.
It's Irish.
Apparently.
Doesn't matter how good it is. I
Stella,
can't buy it.
yeah.
Meh.
Oh,
I actually
Why?
like Dr. Pepper. It is actually kind of nice. I mean, still give me the cola, but Coke or Pepsi. But
Yeah, I'm with Stella. All fake cherry flavor can go die in a fire.
oh, definitely
no.
that.
Oh well, not Dr Pepper.
No,
It tastes like
Dr.
medicine.
Pepper as well. Tastes
Yeah,
like
if it tastes
medicine.
like if it
Do not
tastes like
want.
that particular cough medicine, there was one cough medicine that always tasted like that, and that's what I remember when I get that fake cherry flavor. I'm like,
Yeah.
cough medicine.
What about sarsaparilla then?
No,
I can't stand it.
No.
hard pass.
One of my favorite drinks ever is Sailor Jerry. It has to be Sailor Jerry and
Mhm.
sarsaparilla.
Hey
There's a
Johnny,
mag-
this is what I usually drink.
Hey.
Ooh,
Fair enough.
Bundaberg sauce. There you go.
But
Oh
there's
yeah,
this magical thing that happens with Sailor Jerry and sarsaparilla.
Okay.
It,
okay.
but yeah, if you don't like sarsaparilla, you probably will not be swayed by that.
Well, that's probably true, but it's what you
No.
like.
Yeah, and I just want to finish talking about this Mill Gin because it does have one of the most amazing labels I've ever seen. So you look through the gin at the label behind it, and there's a heavily bearded bloke surrounded by a lovely garden. And
Yeah, I think they did really well with their like graphics and stuff.
yeah.
And if you're part of the Australian Gin Appreciation Society, which is a Facebook group, and yes, people are very active on it. It's the sister group to the Australian Whiskey Appreciation Society, where people are also active and have much stronger opinions.
Really?
AGAS is much nicer than AWAS.
Okay.
So,
Really? Whiskey heads aren't as nice as gin heads, really?
Whiskey people
funnily
are like
enough, whiskey people are like that.
All right, I'm ready to make my second drink now. I've got to do a Rusty Mac.
Rusty Mac. Rusty Mac.
Ice everywhere from cracking that block of ice. No, I've got everything I need.
You need Mac.
Yeah, no, I got it. It's right here.
Yep, I didn't steal it this time. Normally I'd add some Mac to this, but didn't buy any.
Well, it goes with a lot of stuff. It's really worth getting. But,
Yeah.
All right.
It's great.
Yeah, definitely something to get if you're wanting to just drink something nice.
And put it on ice cream.
Yeah.
All right.
Ice cream.
I switched my speakers and microphone off.
Yep.
My bottle of Mac has the old-fashioned Mac recipe on the back of it, except it's got more Mac in it than I put more whiskey. Is there an Australian vodka appreciation society? Safa, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Nope. Stella's response to that.
Stella's response is that University Student Association.
Now,
Yep.
what's the view of like everyone in here? Because you seem to know a lot more about booze than me.
Yeah, let's
or
go
at
with
least,
that.
At least, well, spirits and stuff. Who invented vodka in all your opinion? Was it Poland or Russia?
Russia.
I
Because
think Poland.
You know what? Let's
So
split
do
the
I.
difference. Ukraine.
Safa's going to have some feelings about that.
Because there's a long running thing there, like we have with the
Is it like us
New
with
Zealand.
Pavlova?
Yeah, with New Zealand and us with Pavlova.
We invented Pavlova, obviously.
I know. Of course we
We've
did.
just done better
Tell
at
that to a New
advertising.
Zealander though.
Oh, yeah, that's a good fun
Oh.
game.
Safa. Ooh, Belarus.
Ooh, Belarus.
Especially if he's
I
a really
reckon-
big Maori dude.
I reckon that any time, like distillation's been around for ages, and like centuries. I don't know that vodka in its sort of base form belongs to anybody because it's just neutral spirit.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah. I'm of the opinion that vodka is invented by everybody.
Fair enough. I can see that. See how that could be a
Because-
good answer.
Yeah, all base spirit is vodka, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, vodka is one
Safa
of those-
reckons that Russians became Christians because Muslims couldn't drink. Seems reasonable.
I mean,
And Stella
Well,
says that technically those countries didn't exist when vodka was invented, so
True.
maybe vodka
True.
belonging
is
to
very-
everybody.
That is a very good point.
Fox has
Nope.
looked it up on the internet.
Poland did exist in the, we'll say, 1066. Let's start with where most people go from medieval history. The word's first written mention of a drink and the word of vodka was in 1405. So Poland definitely existed then, and that was in Poland.
Yeah. Go the Polish.
I have to agree. My partner is part Polish.
Yes.
Like if I told you her last name, you would go, "Yeah, that's Polish."
There's possibly some Polish in me, so that's mainly why I'm batting for the Polish.
Hmm.
And also, if you have the guts to stand down a Russian tank with bicycles. I mean, sorry, not Russian, a German tank with bicycles. Yeah, I tip my hat to you, sir.
Yeah, I'm a quarter Scottish, so resisting larger empires is yay with me.
Anything?
Hi, laddie. Got to be a bit Scottish.
Anything else interesting been happening with anyone?
So the
Just-
whiskey that Angry is talking about has been taking up my entire life the
Oh,
last
okay.
5 days. So I'm
Fair
glad
enough.
that he's talking about it and I can stop worrying that it will get broken on the way to him. But yes,
Why do I get the feeling you personally bottled that bottle he's using?
I don't work on the production line.
Ah. Yeah, but you could have just gone down there and pulled the lever.
No, I don't work on the production line. I tell the production line boys to do the work.
I mean, technically that means you bottled it.
Do you use a
Yeah.
cat of nine tails?
No, not unless they ask nicely.
Oh,
Oh my!
oh, kinky.
Exactly.
Oh my.
Oh, do
Yeah, Johnny with
behave.
his little
Beehive.
I've actually met George Takei.
Oh,
Really?
was he awesome?
hmm
How
Was
awesome
he
is he?
awesome?
I was
Sorry,
actually
I'm drawing a blank
disappointed.
there.
Oh, don't
Oh,
say that.
why?
He couldn't understand what I was saying.
Oh, yeah,
bugger.
but that's an
So-
American.
Yeah, and so like I would ask him something and he just wasn't listening. And yeah, I was disappointed.
Oh, that's
How
sad.
long had you?
But I still have his autograph, so that's something.
Was it early in the day or later, middle-ish of the time?
Maybe middle-ish.
Okay, that's understandable. He'd already met heaps of people. He's probably a little bit tired,
Mm.
not concentrating.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
But it's still just a bit disappointing.
Yeah. But it's not like he purposely did it.
No, I haven't held it against him or anything. It's just
I have a feeling if you were one of the first to meet him that day, it would have been awesome.
yeah.
I
actually
think
have a
that-
couple of his books.
that meeting those kind of people, like famous people, it's an empty experience because you get 35 seconds with them.
Yeah.
That's not enough time.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to witness one of my friends ask George R.R. Martin if she could stroke his lovely beard.
What did he say?
And what did he
said
say?
no.
Of course.
Aww.
He looks like the kind of man that would not let you touch his beard because he's not that fun.
Yeah.
Or it's the source of his power and his intellect.
Yeah.
And he doesn't
Like
want to give it up.
Samson.
Yeah.
Mm.
We shall take it for ourselves. Yes. Probably most famous person I've met. I went to, so you're staying at my mum's best friend's place in Melbourne. It was near Chrissy, or I can't even remember if it was Christmas or we were just down there to see Diane and stuff. And yeah, they had some friends over who came to visit, and Diane just goes, "Oh, this is so and so. He's the bass player from Dire Straits."
Oh,
I'm like, "What? Come again?" And yeah, he's the original bass player, and he lives in Perth now, and he married Diane's friend.
hmm.
So
Wow.
that's how. And yeah, I had a good old chat to him because I was trying to get into like recording music, being an audio engineer back then, and it was really nice. And like he actually pulled Diane aside and said, "Oh, and I don't think you should be trying to get into the audio industry. It's so hard and all this kind of stuff." And yeah, I should have taken his advice on that one.
I was about to ask, did you take the advice?
Well, I moved back to Bendigo where there's not a lot of work in that field. I did work at the Capitol Theatre for a while, which is our nice theatre that we have there. That was
To be fair,
mainly
you're
just
living in Bendigo.
yeah. There is an audiovisual, couple of audiovisual companies, but
Yeah.
there's not a lot of work like there is in Melbourne.
No, I wouldn't imagine that. Like, yeah.
Not a lot of
I was
work in
thinking
Melbourne at the moment.
True,
know.
yeah, true. Not there either at the
Not
moment.
a lot of work anywhere.
Yeah.
But, anyway,
Pretty rough.
I'm
I've
currently
gotten-
between jobs, is all I'll say.
yeah.
And by that I mean,
Unemployed.
and between that I mean I'm between unemployed and employed.
Yo. Well,
I'm just flat out
technically
unemployed and a professional uni student.
Yeah.
Oh, at least you got that going for you.
Mm.
I've got friends like that are like that a bit. One got his doctorate in ancient Mongolian history.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, I might
He's-
want to meet this friend of yours. I love him.
I'm sure that I might be able to get him on the stream sometime.
Hey, let him
can-
talk my ear off. I'll be happy.
Yeah, he will talk your ear off if you let him.
Good.
I I came home one day. Like I used to live in a share house with him and this other guy who is over in France at the moment. And
France,
he's just kind of, you know, as insane as Jono is as well.
Mm.
And I came home from work and they're scrawling all this stuff on butcher's paper, right?
And got my speakers.
And yeah, they're scrolling all this stuff on butcher's paper. And I asked them, you know, what are you guys doing? And Jono arcs up with his crazy eyes and he just goes, we're destroying systems theory. Had enough of it. Right? So the next year and a half, like year or year and a half, they read every single book they could get their hands on about systems theory. And they wrote a like at least 9 or 19 page thesis on it for fun. And they got it published in some magazine or, you know, some place somewhere. Yeah, they just do this. Like they pick fights with academics for fun.
That's what academics do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They pick fights with other academics.
I remember the name of the thesis was how to make a bad analogy, the dangers of systems thinking.
And an academic fight always starts with, have you considered?
Just given Abigail a link. She wants. Wait, no, that was that. The last thing I copied was the Bevy website.
I mean, that is a good.
You could go there. You could go there, Abigail. Jesus. Okay, free advertising for the Bevy website there.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
no, the link. The link for Abigail. There we
Although
go.
since
Stella-
we did post that
Stella
link,
Billy Gibbs. That's pretty awesome.
At Devil's Bar in Perth. Nice.
although Angry, since you've posted that link, are you going to try any of those variations?
Oh yeah, definitely. Tomorrow night, look. Okay, what have I bought in the last 2 weeks? I've bought a high proof whiskey and an even higher proof gin from Brogan's Way. So you know the chances of me getting shit faced tomorrow night are pretty goddamn high. So
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. My
Oh, my
D&D
God.
game just finished. So
Ooh,
nice.
DM or player?
player for
Ah,
this one, which
Did
is
you
rare.
die?
I'm usually the DM.
Oh,
I'm a 19th
I'm-
level wizard.
okay, then no, you didn't die.
I've
No.
played D&D once, and I did
And
have
you
fun.
died. And you
We
died
are on
early.
the ninth. We are currently on the 9th layer of hell, infiltrating
Oh dear.
a museum of Asmodeus,
nice.
and it's so much fun. High level wizards are OP as
Yeah,
fuck.
you're not dying anytime soon,
no.
unless
Yeah.
the DM pulls some bullshit.
Crazy.
My
Nick
favorite
got
recent
down the day.
meme is how do I integrate playing D&D on my resume? And I was like,
I've seen that.
strategically,
Yes.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, yes, that's
Working-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked as a
Focused
team,
problem
strategic.
solver. Yeah.
Yeah, strategic problem solving.
Yeah. I'm currently on the lookout for a couple of people to join my Pathfinder 2 campaign.
I have a
By the
D&D
way.
campaign in my head, and I'm probably never going to get to do it
No.
because
cool.
quarantine.
Quarantine.
I just did it
what
over Zoom.
for, mate. Yeah.
Zoom and Roll20 or
Yeah.
one of the online
That's
tools.
probably what I'm going to have to
It's
do.
less than ideal, but it's all we've got at the
Yeah.
moment.
I
One
noticed
day-
Stella saying, even though she met Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, she didn't ask to touch his beard, which is a lot of self-control. That's
That is a lot of self-control, yeah.
What you missed is Kelly's friend asking to touch George R.R. Martin's beard.
Oh, did you hear? Oh, fuck. Did you hear about George R.R. Martin at the latest Hugo Awards?
Oh,
Oh,
God. What did
No,
he
what
say?
happened?
Oh, what
What's the
didn't he
Hugo
say?
Awards?
The
Oh,
Hugo
God.
Awards are the biggest award in science fiction literature.
Okay.
Oh, science fiction and fantasy.
Yeah.
And it was all online, and George R.R. Martin was the host,
Oh,
and
God.
he just went full old guard praising all the sex offenders and racists of science fiction's past.
There's
And
another rider down the drain.
Full boomer white dude. Just it was awful.
Oh.
It was the worst. And
Let
just
me guess, he saved
and,
the best for Lovecraft.
I don't think he mentioned any Lovecraft, but yeah, like just it was just awful.
No.
Did he pull a J.K. Rowling?
No, well, indirectly, yeah, he did.
Fuck him then.
he praised a lot of very problematic authors in literature's past, including, like, I don't remember names because I'm really shit with names.
Yeah,
but a couple of people who were very sexist and racist in the past and have had awards previously named after them and had the award's name has been changed, and he was praising those authors, and it was just awful. It was the worst. And he spoke too long, and the award ceremony went for like hours longer than it should have.
Okay.
And it was
I'm feeling the boomer energy. Just
it was just huge boomer energy. It was the worst.
Here's my list: J.K. Rowling, George R.R. Martin, off the list.
Yeah.
And you do get that interesting question about, can you separate art from artist? And it's interesting. When people do shit like that, I won't give them money. So I think you can objectively judge something they did, but it's a choice I make. When someone turns out to be a colossal arsehole, I'm not giving them any money. Fuck them.
I already own pretty much every Harry Potter book, the main series, as well as Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and Quidditch Through the Ages. I own all those books.
So
yes, same.
To answer your
I've also got
question,
the illustrated
Andrew.
books.
Yeah, look, there's a point where someone's body of work is bigger than them, and like you're talking about people's childhood. They've grown up on it, and we own like Harry Potter in our hearts, and J.K. can go to hell. I like people referring to her as Stephanie Meyer. That's my favorite.
There was a meme
it's kind of like
a meme I saw, and it was a screen capture from one of the Harry Potter movies. It's where McGonagall was saying to someone, I don't remember who, "How could you say such vile things?" And it's basically the Harry Potter community's reaction to what J.K. Rowling has said. It's like, how could you say such vile things to those kids? How could you, J.K. Rowling? How could you?
Oh, and they also did a Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter. Something about I must not tell lies. I forget what the meme was, but yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe has spoken out against J.K. Rowling.
So has Emma Watson and a bunch of others.
They all have, pretty much. It's like, no.
I remember snogging someone who looked very much like Emma Watson for many hours in a lesbian bar once.
I am jealous.
You're very lucky.
Lesbian, so obviously I couldn't, but I'm jealous.
Most of my favorite book series have been written by problematic people. Isaac Asimov, Tolkien. Tolkien was notoriously racist. It didn't come through in his books.
Oh, god damn it!
It was just the age.
He was just a product of his time.
So I don't want to give him a free pass, but if you read Lord of the Rings, the bad humans who fought for Sauron were brown and black.
Yeah, and orcs have a very African American.
So
okay,
and all the good humans are European, from the West.
With blonde hair.
So He is very
That
much a
was
product of
long,
his
but yeah.
time, but he did he put no effort into to changing that, and did victimize in his writing. I'm not going to give him a free pass, but I love. I'm a huge Tolkien nerd.
Oh, definitely.
Asimov.
right. Yeah,
Asimov was a notorious. What's the word? He
Horrible
didn't.
person.
Well, he wasn't a horror. He was really, really sexist. He was a notorious womanizer, which is off because, like, he's my favorite science fiction author of all time, and they're
I like
op shop.
Mega
Yeah,
Leap.
good idea.
If you want a Harry Potter book, just buy it from an op shop.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So they're
good.
making a Foundation TV series, which is going to be amazing
Yeah.
because Foundation novels brought me into science fiction.
Yeah, I read them back in the day. I was a big sci-fi nerd in high school.
Yeah.
Read John Wyndham, who I'm absolutely sure is a fascist. Both I've not looked into his personal life, but there was such casual and virulent anti-Soviet stuff in so many of his books. It's like, this guy was a fascist, I bet. I haven't looked into it, but I bet he was.
One one exception to the rule about art surpassing the author is I don't know who is he wrote Ender's Game.
Yeah,
and he was
he's a piece of shit.
Absolute homophobic asshat. And it actually comes not in the first book, Ender's Game, but in the later novels. He just like put all of that homophobic asshattery into his work, and it's just, you can't read it. It's just awful.
Although I read a really funny article where someone, Orson Scott Card, thanks, Megalith.
Orson Scott Card, yes, that's him.
Someone interviewed him, and he started to suspect Orson Scott Card didn't actually write any books after Ender's Game. It's like he sold it all off to ghost writers, because the interviewer was asking him stuff about the later books, and Orson Scott Card did not seem to understand the questions at all. I have no idea how much validity in that, but this writer was going, I suspect Orson Scott Card didn't write anything after Ender's Game. He sold it all off to ghost writers.
So I know a couple. So my genre of choice is historical romance, and there are sort of 4 or 5 really prolific authors, like who've written 25 plus books.
Mills and Boone.
No, I don't read Mills and Boone.
Good girl.
I read.
Yeah, that's my mom. Mills and Boone, all the way.
Avon historical romance. It's the same category. It's very different, but anyway. So 25, 30 plus books, and sometimes they get things wrong because they've completely forgotten that in book 3 this person was described as having blue eyes, and in book 74 they have green eyes, and often my favorite author's got it wrong sort of 2 or 3 times. And she's been called out by her fans, who obviously know the series really well. And she's like, I really should just get one of you guys to like read it over before I publish, because you'll catch this shit and
You guys
I
are
won't
obsessed.
get embarrassed.
Well, apparently George R.R. Martin employs a small army of people to check continuity when he writes stuff, because he made his books so complicated, he's forgotten stuff. And there's a small army of obsessive people whose sole job is to check continuity of what he's writing.
I wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know that my favorite author can afford that kind of.
Also judging the TV show.
He also has taken so long to write them all that it, like at his age is bound to have forgotten details.
And he's getting on.
I'm super excited because my favorite book series is about to become a Netflix series. And
which one?
So it's going to be it's called Bridgerton, and it's the Bridgerton family series by Julia Quinn. And I love it.
Cool.
And I can't wait for it to come out.
I just had a little bit of the Unico Zello sweet vermouth left, and so I just drank it on ice. Oh my god, it was so nice. It's just this really sort of rich. It's halfway. Honestly, it's halfway between like cordial and wine. It was so rich. That would go on ice cream. Pour this stuff on ice cream.
I've never thought of doing that.
Oh, so many of the things I've got would go well on ice cream. The Mac in particular, but
Maybe.
God, I think I'm just going to try bloody old-fashioned variants on tomorrow night. In case you missed me saying the fucking Rusty Mac, the old-fashioned with the macadamia liqueur, was fucking amazing. Because again, it's 2 shots of 100 proof whiskey in there, which should slow you down when drinking. And it's like, no. Just that addition of the Mac was just like, no, dude, just drink it. Just drink it.
Give me another one. I'll just down it in one shot and give me another one.
I had to restrain myself. Like, I feel like I could have just gone whack. So to sip it was an effort.
I'm like that with that. You know that like super sweet Recordelig strawberry cider?
Yes.
That's like, it's actually quite strong in alcohol.
Yes,
I have to.
It's even stronger when you buy it from Sweden.
Oh,
really?
Geez. I could drink that. I could drink so much of that, and I have to restrain myself.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
if I drink something like that, I can just taste the diabetes.
Yeah, there's a lot
of sugar.
Lot of sugar.
Diabetes.
Diabetes man died this week.
No.
Oh, did he?
He
What
did.
did he die of?
Diabetes.
He didn't die of diabetes, did he?
Well, he was fucking old. He died of old age.
He just died of old.
Yeah. He died because he was really
I died of the oldness.
Yeah, the oldest. That's what it was.
Diabetes.
Oldibetus. Wilford Brimley. Oh my god, the guy's such a legend. But he died just in the last week. A lot of old celebrities are dying this year. And
no, I think old celebrities die every year, which
I know.
is a little bit older ourselves.
Grant Imahara. Where did that came out of nowhere?
That was like a stroke or something.
He had a stroke.
Brain and aneurysm.
Yeah.
Yeah, brain aneurysm.
Way before.
He was 49.
Way before his time.
No,
it was so tragic.
That's what I'm big on. Be good to people, have a good life, be good to yourself, be good to other people, because you do not know how much you've got. So be good.
I just Googled him. Wilford Brimley.
Yeah.
Died at the age of 85. He had been ill with a kidney condition for 2 months.
Oh.
Okay.
From diabetes?
Not said.
Diabetes
kidney condition.
Yeah, my mum's not doing too well with it. Her kidney function's down to 26%.
Sorry, here we are shit talking and Johnny's mum shit.
That's all right, don't worry.
That's okay. I'm just a piece of shit.
You got to make a joke.
Gives me motivation to lose weight so I won't get diabetes.
Good. Yeah.
You've got to laugh, otherwise you will cry.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, like Stella's. Tell your friends and family you love them when you get a chance, because you never know. And don't walk away from fights, because, fights suck, but resolve them, because you don't want that to be the last thing you say to someone. Like, fights happen for reasons, and you say, fuck you, I hate you, fuck you. But, don't leave them. Don't leave them to fester, because you never fucking know. I remember, do you remember those bombings in London a few years ago?
The big ones with
there was half a dozen.
The London tube bombings.
And there was one on the bus as well. And one of the stories was someone whose husband died on the bus. The last thing that happened is they had a fight, and it made him he missed the bus he normally would have got. And they had a fight and didn't resolve it. And he left the house, got on another bus, and the bomb detonated on that bus and killed him. And the person's just going, oh my God, And she was saying that don't leave fights hanging. Don't let someone walk away
The
from
last thing she probably said was, "I hate you" or something.
it. Yeah, and she just felt so fucking bad. And it's like,
Yeah, that'd fuck you up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I always tell the people you love that you love them, but tell them in German because it sounds violent.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Or Klingon.
Right.
Shout
Yeah.
Hey,
German,
demonstrate.
shout it in Klingon, yeah.
Klingon or Yiddish. Yeah.
I
You
don't
know
speak
German.
German. I just like the,
Yeah,
the
'cause-
phrase.
German is scary and confused. Because love is scary and confusing or something like that.
Yeah, the old
Yeah.
meme was tell people you love them because that's important, but shout it at them in German because life is strange and confusing.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, I think that's
It's-
the best note to finish.
So I love you in German is Ich liebe dich. But if you use a southern German accent, it's Ich liebe dich.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what I said.
Yeah.
that
I
would
clip
work.
it.
Yep,
It also sounds lewd.
Yeah.
it does
And
sound a bit.
I forget what it is in Klingon. It's I do remember in Yiddish it's what is it? No, Polish it's Kocham Ciebie, which is the male version. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's late in the night and I'm forgetting all my other languages now. I can barely speak English.
Yeah, that's the state I'm in. English is presenting a challenge at the moment.
Yeah.
I've had like 4 of these, and yeah.
I've had 4 shots of 50 proof. 4 shots of 100 proof whiskey with a few
Oof.
helpers. So
Yeah.
Like,
my.
on a school night as well.
On a-
On a school
it's
night.
only Wednesday. I kept saying tomorrow's only Friday. Who fucking cares? Oh my god,
It's
it's only Wednesday. I've been so bad with days of the week this week. Jesus.
Oh, look, we're under stage 4 restrictions. You'd be
What is days
forgiven
of the
for
week?
every day is a day ending in Y. It's like
like-
they all blur into each other.
Tonight's bin night. When Mrs. Angry said he put the bins out, okay, I'm going to wait till 8:01 and then because I'm fucking
Just to take
rebel.
some of that control
We-
back.
Yeah.
We share the same.
Well,
bin
it
night.
doesn't. It doesn't technically count if you don't leave your property. Like you're allowed to be on every inch of your property.
Yeah, but the
You're just
nature
not allowed
strip
to.
is, nature strip is technically just off the property, so it's like
Yeah.
being radical. Woo! It's 8:01. I'm standing on the footpath. Woo!
Yeah.
Anarchy.
Just put it out at A1 and flip off the
I don't
side.
have a bin night because I live in an apartment and somebody else does my bins.
That's fair.
Oh, lucky.
Yay.
I have a bin shoot because I'm on the 14th floor of a high rise.
Oh, you have a shoot.
We don't have a bin shoot. We have a bin room and we have to go to the bin room. Oh my god,
Is
Kelly,
that made
that's
of Lego?
so cute.
Is that a
That
Lego
is so
puppy?
cute.
What's that made of, Kelly? It looks like it's
That's-
made of
It's like
Lego.
Yeah, it's
It is
basically
Lego.
Lego, except it's not Lego.
How
Oh
long
my
did
god,
that
it's
take?
made of rocks. That's so good.
You can tell I.
How long did
bit
it
because
take
I'm
you
laughing.
to do?
Yeah, that's
A
what I want
couple
to
of
know.
days.
Couple of days.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Like literally 2
2,100 pieces.
Whoa.
Okay.
Damn.
Kelly, here's the important question. A couple is in literally 2 or a couple is in a couple?
As in
That would be several.
2 to 3.
Okay, 2 to 3. That's okay.
Most of it was done in 2 days.
Okay.
Actually, it might have been 2 days. No,
Literally a
it was
couple.
done 2 days and a morning. I finished
Except
the
I
whole-
have a very similar dash hound that my husband made for me many years
Cool.
ago because he couldn't buy me a dog, so he bought me a Lego
Lego.
dog.
Rock dog.
Oh, a dash hound. Oh.
Nice.
My next project.
Oh yeah, I think I have that one.
Fantastic.
So, Kelly, to do that in pretty much 2 days, exactly how bored were you?
I don't really get bored.
Oh,
That's very cool. That is very
Because
cool.
she's making the dog. That's
Yeah.
why she wasn't bored.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yep.
that's something to do.
Good point. Good
I
point.
put on YouTube.
So
Yeah.
how much ire would I invoke from people if I said I don't like dogs?
That's okay.
That's an opinion.
Yeah.
You more of a
You're
cat
allowed that
person?
opinion.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Some people don't like cats either, so that's
Yeah.
fine.
They're
Monsters.
They're wrong. But
Yeah.
You know what it- Right,
I
I'm
like
gonna go to
both.
bed. I'm thinking of going out
Okay.
to see how quiet it is outside. And because Mrs. Angry said she went out and she could hear lots of dogs barking. A thing, because I grew up in the country, and a thing we would do occasionally because it was funny, because it was always so quiet and Scottish town.
I think I
But
know what
everyone
you're
had
going to say.
dogs. You go out in the backyard at night when you're bored and howl,
Yep.
and it starts up all the dogs. So for
Yep.
real, if you're bored at night and it's quiet, because
Yep.
whether you're in curfew or lockdown or not, just go. If it's quiet where you are, go out and howl and see if you can set off the neighborhood dogs. Because I used to always do that as a kid, and it was lots of fun.
Yeah, but the
Nice.
thing is, I have dogs.
Yeah, if you had dogs, you don't want to do it, Kelly. If you have dogs, you don't want to do
No.
it.
Yeah.
So I live on a really busy road, and yesterday when I went to bed, I was like, I can hear the traffic light beep,
Yep.
Wow.
and you can't usually hear the traffic light beep.
I used to
because
live
that's
in a
quiet.
noisy place. I used to live in East St Kilda. I'm fascinated with how quiet East St Kilda and St Kilda would be at the moment, but I don't live there anymore. This neighborhood's normally pretty quiet, but now it's
Angry.
pretty quiet.
How close
My
are you
dad
to
was
Bentley East
amazed at Japan.
or Bentley in general?
I'm not far from Bentley. Bentley's like 2 suburbs away.
I used to live in
Bentley is
Bentley
within
East.
my 5 kilometers. If you know anything good in Bentley, Bentley's within my 5 kilometer radius. I'm allowed to go to Bentley.
There,
So when does that 5 kilometer radius restriction start? Does it start, like,
11:59 tonight.
tonight? Okay, so because I had to last week, I put my clarinet in to be serviced, and
Yeah.
they rang me up. They rang me up today and said, "Look, we're about 15 minutes from finishing it. You pretty much need to pick it up today.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll be 6 weeks." And I'm like, "Why?" And it's like, "Oh, they
They're
mentioned
closing,
restrictions."
They can't
yeah.
go to work. They wouldn't be able
They're
to
not
go to
even
work.
allowed to go to work to fix stuff. So I had to like catch a tram and go all the way up to Reservoir to pick up my clarinet.
Reservoir.
And
Yeah.
but yeah.
I have a permitted worker permit.
Yes.
Nice.
You
No.
have to go to
I have
work.
some friends with one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a permitted worker permit that I
You're
got
a
issued
parking
today.
inspector.
Yes.
Good work.
So
I'm a
Kirsten,
barrel inspector.
when the Gestapo stop you and they go papers, you have
Papers?
papers. You
I have my papers. And my
The
boss
papers,
Wow.
very kindly
that
put
video
it in a
game?
plastic
Papers, please?
sleeve.
Yep, exactly
And
that one.
as he's handing them out to everyone, he's like, do not leave home without this. I will not bail you out of jail, and we will not
Yeah.
pay your fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But I
What a
also
world we
like-
live in where we have to have papers.
Yeah.
Like,
I love, Kirsten, if you show a copy your papers, like, oh, you're mandatory. You work in a distillery. Be on your way.
I'm so sorry for distracting you.
You are an absolutely critical worker. Be on your way.
Yeah.
You hear
Oh,
what's happening?
Yes.
We were a little bit worried that we wouldn't be allowed to continue production, and then it
It
was
must have been
like
close. Yeah.
liquor stores must will remain open.
Yeah.
And then, like in the fine print, it's like, and anything to do with the supply chain of liquor stores, and we're like, loophole.
Loophole.
How Aussie do you have to be to like have a rule like that? Like,
Yes.
go Australia.
Absolutely.
Essential
Talking
service.
about
Aussie.
that, I just
Alcohol.
watched-
Australia.
Last Sean
We love you.
McAuliffe thing.
Amen.
Exactly. That's it. And yes, Kirsten doing important work. So, I mean, it's just like, do that.
All hail the essential workers.
I think actually because
Yes, you
to be
can
honest,
all
like
applaud
part
me
of
at
the
7
alcohol
p.m.
supply chain is making hand sanitizer. So
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
a lot of Australian distilleries did that really early in the lockdown and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But now the commercial distilleries are like pumping it out by the hundreds of liters. So your local distillery has hand sanitizer that they made, but now can't sell because
Oh,
the demand is
geez.
not there, and like all the commercial stuff is
And
much cheaper.
Damn.
you also
Of course.
you don't
So
want to
if
be
you
like
have
that.
the opportunity, buy it from your local distillery because they probably need you
Sure.
to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it.
Okay.
Kelly's
Why
got
local?
distillery hand
What local
sanitizer.
business?
Yes, Tambourine Mountain Distillery,
Yeah, you
Nice.
just don't want to be like that.
This is from
and it's a very pretty bottle.
my
Patient
local
Wolf.
distillery, Patient Wolf hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
looking at a bottle that I think that might have been one of the ones that I was looking at.
Yeah,
But yeah, I decided to
How
go
do I
Mount
find
Tambourine.
out? How do I
You
find
just-
out
Sorry.
who my nearest distillery is?
Where you?
What
you live,
suburb do you
Abigail?
live in?
I'm in Fitzroy.
Your local distillery is probably Bathtub Gin Co. or the Gospel Rye. They're in
Okay.
both in Brunswick. The
Brunswick?
Craft and Co. Distillery is also in
Yeah.
Collingwood.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Okay. That's right. That's around the corner from my place.
Well, they make booze.
Cool.
So
Really,
Okay, I'm gonna
so
see
you
if they've
just,
got any hand sanitizer to
You
sell.
don't want to be like the gym place that accidentally put the gin
Hand
label on the
sanitizer
hand
in the gin
sanitizer.
bottle.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've discussed that. It wasn't
good.
And what was that?
They're-
What did they
It
do?
was
Gin Distillery, a really new one, accidentally labelled their hand sanitizer as gin and sold it to 9 people.
Yike!
Yikes.
Damn.
Yikes.
That's some weird tasting gin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Weird
Well,
consistency as well.
that's why they sort of were like
thicker than
try
usual
not to
too.
make it taste or smell like your gin.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Alrighty. I'm gonna go to bed.
Good night.
Wish all you wonderful
Good
people a
night.
good night. Going to be back tomorrow. Hoping to make tomorrow. Sorry, tomorrow will be a normal night. Sorry, I have no idea which day of the week it is. Friday night will be really funny. But yeah, this is I made 2 reasonably strong.
Tomorrow will
cocktails
be
tonight.
Thursday.
Tomorrow will be Thursday. I'll probably make a drink or 2 tomorrow night, but I won't be making a video. So it'll just be open to suggestions on what drink to make.
Sure.
My
Cool.
session is open the stream.
Yes, open the stream, definitely. People should always speak up if you're in the mood to join in. It always makes it more interesting. So we
Cool.
we
And
And
feel-
it does half your work for you too.
yeah.
exactly. So take care, everyone.
How many
See
people?
ya.
Later. Bye.